after I explain the whole thing. I'm not going to explain it again. There it is on the screen. If you are doing it solo, I did give this solo option to some people, and basically you're just going to do an alternating EMOM of every 2 minutes, where you're going to do 2 minutes on the bike, and then you'd go 2 minutes to complete the 2 rounds of ab mat sit-ups and push-ups, and then back to the bike, flipping back and forth until you reach that 20-minute cap, and your calories on your machine would be your number, your score. You can also do that with shuttle runs. You can also do that with something like burpees, which would be horrible. All right, any questions, guys, about counting calories? No. Counting calories makes me think of Richard Simmons. And my wife was listening to a podcast on him, how there's this theory that he's being controlled by his housekeeper, and he haven't left his house, kind of like what was that movie called, Misery, where she just kind of keeps him in there, and then like spends all his money, and he doesn't get to do anything. She controls all aspects of his life, the housekeeper. I think the podcast is garbage. She likes it. But anyways, all right. So what we're going to do is this, guys. So we're going to start off with a machine warm-up. Brandon and Mel, you guys are going to have to share the machine and switch every 30 seconds. We're going to go 1 minute at an easy pace, 1 minute at an easy to moderate pace, and then 1 minute at a moderate pace. So Brandon and Mel, let's switch every about 30 seconds on and off the bicyclette.
What's the other one of us doing when we're not on the machine?
You're petting your dog.
Oh, can you give us something different to do?
Just do jumping jacks.
Just do jumping jacks, I was told.
Skip, dot hops. Just go harder on your intervals. That's what happens when you're a partner. Take your time to recover. All right, guys, let's get ready to rock here. Let's get down to business. All right. Okay. Give me 1 second here, guys. Get that clock on the screen. Not the actual time, but the clock. All right. All right, guys. So we're going to do 1 minute in each. Let me get that clock out of there. Starting with a nice easy go. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Burpees. That's quite the choice. Choisez bien. Here we go. About 10 seconds till you switch it up. 10 seconds till you switch it up for Brandon and Mel. And let's switch it up. There we go. Lizzo chooses the jumping jacks. Nice work. In 10 seconds, guys, we're going to take it up a notch. Either a few more calories per hour or a few more RPMs. 3, 2, 1. Let's go a little bit harder here. A little bit harder. Beautiful. Someone let that dog out. Jeez, what's going on? Perfect. 5 seconds, we'll switch it up. 3, 2, 1, B&M, switch it up. Almost like H&M, but not as Scandinavian. Think about big, long strokes here. It's going to be some longer efforts, like 2-minute efforts. You're looking at about a 500-meter row each time you jump on that rower. 5 seconds, and we're going to take it up one final notch here, guys. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Beautiful. Think about that handle traveling straight back. Big powerful pushes through those legs. 3, 2, 1, switch it up, B&M one last time. Then we've got a nice little shoulder and core warm up coming up. She's a beaut. Ten seconds here, guys. 3, 2, 1, and good. Nice job, guys. Nice little 3-minute piece to get that heart rate up. We're going to jump into a 30-second on, 30-second off here. We're going to start with a 30-second push-up plank. So in your push-up position, hands spread nice and wide. We're going to go 30 seconds in a push-up plank and then move into an alternating bird dog. Here we go, guys. You reset the clock. Starting with a 30-second push-up plank. 3, 2, 1, and go. Squeeze your glutes. Stay on those toes, guys. Let's think about screwing your hands into the ground, right? Creating some torque, spreading those fingers nice and wide, corkscrewing your hands into the ground. We're going to talk about that in our push-ups. Beautiful. Three, two, one. All right, guys, we're going to go into an alternating bird dog. So on all fours, we're going to extend opposite arm, opposite leg, nice and slowly, bring it back under control. Same thing on the other side. Here we go. 30 seconds of alternating bird dog. Really slow it down, guys. Slow it down. Focus on that movement, keeping the core engaged throughout the whole movement. There we go. Got about 10 seconds left. And then we're going to move into a plank from our forearms. 3, 2, 1. So we're going to go plank on our forearms, guys. Holding that same good plank position off our toes. No sagging. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Plank from the forearms. We've got a great throwdown happening this Friday, guys. 4 of our adaptive athletes. 1 from Nova Scotia will be joining us. And then Zach Lane and James Toman as well, all doing workout number 4 in the competition. Should be pretty fun. Bring your beverages. 3, 2, 1. We're going inchworm to push-up, guys. Inchworm to push-up. So we'll walk those hands out. Hit that good push-up. And then walk your hands back in. Here we go. And go. 30 seconds of inchworm to push-up. Try to keep your legs as straight as you can. Five seconds here, guys. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, we're going into our plank march. So our plank march is from your push-up plank down to those forearms, push-up plank down to those forearms. Again, keeping nice and tight in the core, and go. 30 seconds of our plank march. Great work, guys. And then in 5 seconds, we're going to move into mountain climbers from our push-up plank position. So we're going to go mountain climbers, guys. We're going to bring those knees to our chest. Starting in 5 seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Beautiful. Good little core and shoulder warm up, warming up that push-up position, warming up our core for all those sit-ups. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good job, guys. Like that warm up, like that a lot. Let's get into our mobility. We're gonna get some mobility. So do me a favor, unmute yourself, guys. We're gonna talk about our question of the day and I guess our mindset, since we didn't talk about mindset. We're gonna start with our up dog position. So on your front, come onto your hands, and we're going to try to keep our hips off the ground. We're going to spend 1 minute in that up dog position. Squeeze your glutes to really get a good stretch in that lower back. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and go. All right, Kirk, you have to cook a meal for someone. What's your go-to? Your hit it out of the park meal you're gonna cook for somebody.
French toast.
French toast, nice. Any particular bread you use or?
Nope.
Nope.
That's
Just
what
lay it.
My kids say that's the only thing I know how to cook.
For me, it's bacon and eggs, so we're in the same boat. All right, Brandon.
I think I knocked it out of the park last night with this great new fish taco recipe, and that's going to come into the regular rotation now. So I'm going fish tacos.
Do you use soft shells or hard shells, corn or flour?
Soft corn.
Soft corn. Yes, that's the way to go.
Corn.
Good answer. Good answer. All right, Mel, what would you cook?
Oh, I have no idea. Maybe like chicken parm?
Ooh, there you go.
Yeah.
That sounds delicious as well. All right, let's get into our next stretch, guys. We're going to go tabletop stretch. So that's going to be facing the ceiling. Let's get our fingers towards our heels, and we're going to push those hips up. Want to feel a stretch in our shoulders, biceps. All right, Ritzy, what are you going to cook?
Oh, I'm not very fancy, but I do like making breakfast. So bacon, eggs, and hash browns, all that stuff.
Oh yeah, it's so good, so good. I had a great breakfast yesterday, and I don't know, it speaks to me. Emily.
Coconut chicken curry.
Wow. Also maybe like a chicken korma kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so good. Wow, there's some good ideas, making me super hungry here, guys. Super hungry. All right, I'm just gonna touch on our mindset quickly, guys. So Peter Drucker, Culture Eats Strategy for Breakfast, just talking about how when it gets down to the nitty gritty, your plan or what you've kind of put on paper is not going to hold you up. It's your character and your values and the kind of culture you built around yourself where you can dig down deep. You're in the last minute of an open workout. You're not going to fall back on that strategy. You're going to fall back on kind of your grit and your guts. You're going to gut it out. All right, guys, come on out of it. Great job. Looks like some people need to work on the tabletop. Some shoulder mobility issues amongst the fellas.
I'm having a hard morning. I'm having a hard morning, that's for sure.
Yeah, though it's the tabletop is a tougher stretch, but it's so much of that shoulder mobility and your biceps, and it's that rounded posture a little bit. Man, I tell you, Dan and I have been talking about this, and I've been listening to that book Breath by James Nestor. Wow, it's such a good book. I really recommend it. Just talks about how we've lost the art of breathing and how we can fix so many of our ailments with proper breathing. So it's definitely worth a listen or a read. It's not a hard read or a hard listen either. James Nestor, Breath. All right, guys, let's get into our teaching. Grab yourself a quick drink if you want. We're going to get into our teaching here in a second. It looks a little bit strange in our house right now because I'm taping my mouth shut at night when I sleep, and now my kids are taping their mouth shut when they sleep. So everyone's walking around with this little piece of tape over their mouth. Looks like some weird horror movie. All right, let's start with our sit-ups. We're gonna talk about gripping the ground, guys, with our sit-ups. And the way we're gonna grip our ground is with our hips and our butt. We wanna keep that glued to the ground. Glued to the ground so that we don't arch our back when we come back and that we're still able to extend our abs all the way. We wanna keep those hips glued to the ground. When they start to move is when you start to get that raspberry. So think about really pushing hips into the ground, gripping the ground with your hips and butt, and that'll hopefully anchor you there and stop you from moving around, creating that friction. Let's start with 10 slow ab mat sit-ups, guys, really focusing on driving your butt into the ground. 10 ab mat sit-ups. I feel like I want to start a book club. A book club with people. Health and wellness books. All right, guys, so 40 ab mat sit-ups per interval, 20 per round. Like I said, it's a fair bit of volume. It's also a good chance to catch your breath off the bike. Really focus on that breathing. Slow it down if you need to maximize your efforts on the bike. That's the scored portion of the workout. So the harder you can go on the bike, the bigger your score is going to be. So slow your breathing down and get it back under control on those sit-ups. All right, let's move into our push-ups, guys. We're going to talk about gripping the ground with our push-ups. And what that means is with our hands, we're going to have our hands spread nice and wide to maximize that surface area. We're going to really screw our hands into the ground, creating that torque, putting our shoulders in a good position, externally rotating them. So what I want you to do is get into that good push-up plank position. We're going to spend 15 seconds push-up plank, screwing hands into the ground, going into 5 slow push-ups. Here we go, starting in 3, 2, 1, and go. 15-second push-up plank, really focusing on corkscrewing those hands into the ground, pointing those elbow pits forward or those elbows backwards. That's the way they're going to track when we're doing those push-ups. Another 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and let's go into 5 nice and controlled push-ups. Stay on those toes. There we go. Great job, guys. All right, let's talk about, well, I guess it's not really the bike for most of us, but we'll talk about the bike and the row. So we want to think about, in both those movements, we want to think about our elbows tracking the same way as they would in that push-up, kind of back and tight to the body, right? So they're coming back tight to the body. That's going to allow us to generate the most force. We don't want them flaring out. You know, we don't want your arms flaring out on the bike or your arms flaring out on the row. Keep them kind of tucked in the same position they would be in that push-up position. So we're going to go 30 seconds on our bike or on our rower. B&M, 15 seconds each. Let's work on a good transition there. Here we go. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Beautiful. All right, B&M, let's switch it up. Let's switch it up, B&M. Oh, look at that gentleman, a gentleman. He put the seat down, just like in the bathroom. Nice work. All right, let's finish up there, guys. Finish up there. Good work. Good work. Hop on off. All right, before we get into the practice round, guys, did you guys see that F45 LaSalle got a bunch of their stuff stolen? Or was it LaSalle or Tecumseh? But then someone pointed out a good point, is that all of their stuff is like red and blue and like logoed. Like you've got to, if anyone sees like a red and blue logoed F45 rower up for sale, don't buy it. Don't buy it. Their kettlebells are the same way. It's crazy. All right. We're going to get into a practice round, guys. So a practice round, we're going to do 10 ab mat sit-ups, 5 push-ups, and 5 cals on your machine. Why don't we share that work? Actually, Mel and Brandon, you can do that each. It'll be fast. While one person's doing the cals, the other person does the sit-ups and push-ups, and then switch it up. So we're going to go 10 sit-ups, 5 push-ups, 5 cals on your machine. Here we go. Starting in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go. Beautiful. 10 sit-ups, 5 push-ups. Really focus on your breathing on those lower heart rate movements, guys, like the push-ups and the sit-ups. Obviously, that bike or row is going to jack up the heart rate. Nice work, guys. All right, let's grab ourselves a quick drink. The monitors shouldn't turn off on your machines in those intervals, but to be on the safe side, maybe write down or kind of remember what your calorie count is every time you get off there, because if it does reset, you don't want to have to, you know, guesstimate.
Okay, so if I could have a suggestion for the three of us, Kurt and you and me are probably the same speed. I just watched Emma rip through those sit-ups. So if the two of us,
I was thinking the same thing.
if we're partner one, we let Emily do the sit-ups, we won't keep up with her, and I think it'll be more balanced.
There you go. So Emily, you are partner. Where do you guys want to start? So how about Kirk and Danny start on the machine, and Emily, you start on the 2 rounds of sit-ups and push-ups? That sound good, fellas?
Yeah, sounds good.
Perfect. I don't know what it is, but I find that people with like taller people tend to have quicker sit-ups. Like Zach Lane has blisteringly fast sit-ups. You know, Emily's got fast sit-ups. And then I feel like I'm so slow. I feel like it's my like short torso that doesn't give me any momentum. It's like,
It becomes
Maybe
painful how top heavy I am when I try to do sit-ups.
or maybe I'm just garbage at sit-ups. It could be that. Also, Emily cuts a good figure when she's doing sit-ups and that hair is just flying around.
The hair gives you extra power, man.
It does. It's momentum. She's pulling out all the stops here. She's actually got like a 5-pound weight tied to her hair. It's just pulling her forward. I tell you, that's the one thing when you do the online classes, you see more of the stuff that happens that doesn't happen in the gym as much. And there's like the dogs running across the screen, but there's also the hair fixing that happens so often when the girls are working out. Scrunchies coming loose, and like, I swear I'm gonna make all level shower caps and just hand them out to the ladies. They can just put them on when they work out. No more fixing the hair. I saw a really good post from Jad, who's over in France doing his MBA, and he was like, day 1 in France MBA, learn how to pour a bottle of wine. It was like on his screen, they were learning how to pour a glass of wine. Good job, MBA in France. All right, guys, figure out who's going to start on those push-ups and sit-ups and who's going to start on the bike, and we're going to get into this thing. 20 minutes. You're looking at about 2 minutes for those push-ups and sit-ups each round, plus or minus. So think about that on the bike or the rower and pace yourself accordingly. I would try to pace yourself. You know, you're looking at 5 intervals. You're looking at over 2K on the rower. So think about that number and try to pace yourself accordingly. All right, let's get ready to rumble here. Rumble, young man, rumble. All right, 5-second countdown. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. There we go. 2 rounds of 20 sit-ups, 10 push-ups while your partner hits max calories on their machine. Pace that row, pace that bike accordingly. Think about doing 500-meter intervals on the rower. What pace would you try to hold if you knew you had, we'll call it like 2 minutes of rest in between, even though it's not really rest. Just over 30 seconds in, guys. I'll yell it out when it's time for you guys to switch. Coming up on the 1 minute mark here, guys. Not coming up on that 1 minute mark. Beautiful. Breathe through the sit-ups, breathe through the push-ups. Keep that heart rate under control, knowing you're gonna jump on the machine. You go, minute 30 gone. Focus on your pacing on that machine, guys. Shoulders in front of hips on that sit-up. Emily's on those last round of 10 push-ups, and then it'll be time to switch it up. All right, let's get ready to roll here. Switch it up, guys. Danny and Kirk, switch it up. Beautiful. This is a good time here, guys, to really focus on that breathing, get that heart rate back under control, set yourself up for a strong effort on that machine. Keep those hips glued to the ground, guys. We don't want to be sliding around on that rower or bike. Let's keep those elbows in so we can really generate some force. Keep your knees inside too. Knees should be inside elbows. Don't let those knees flare out. Just past the 3 minute mark, guys. Beautiful. Nice job, guys. Setting a good pace on those push-ups and sit-ups. Sit-ups and push-ups, pups and sups. Beautiful. Boys are just coming up to the tail end. They're gonna hit those push-ups soon. Signaling us to switch. Great job, guys. Good looking push-ups. Way to keep those elbows tracking backwards. Screwing those hands into the ground. And let's switch it up, Em. Switch it up. Beautiful. About 4:30 into the workout. I said last lockdown quarantine I was going to get really good at push-ups. I didn't. I did not. Beautiful. Good transitions here, guys. Coming up on the 5 minute mark, the quarter way mark. Beautiful. Again, focus on that breathing. Focus on that breathing. Smart breaks. If you're going to break up the push-ups, smart breaks. Don't be forced to take a break. 6 minutes in now, guys. 6 minutes in. Focus on constant movement here. Bit of a grindy workout. Just kind of grind it out. Trying to stay moving forward all the time. There we go. Rocking out some good push-ups. Stay nice and tight in that core, guys. Nice job, Em. There you go. All right, switch it up, guys. Switch it up. Nice job, guys. Use those arms to pull yourself up. Make sure those shoulder blades touch the ground. Grip the ground with those hips. Nice job, BNM. We're at just past the 7-minute mark. Nice job, guys. We're coming up on 8 minutes. Strong effort on that machine. Keep breathing through it. Exhale on the way up. Inhale on the way back on those sit-ups. Think about the same thing. Exhale on the way down on those push-ups. Inhale on the way back up. Very mindful of your breathing. Very intentional with that breathing. There you go. Nice job with the push-ups, fellas. All right, let's switch it up, Em. Let's switch it up. Switch it up. 9 minutes gone. We're almost at that halfway point. Here you go, guys. Coming up on 10 minutes here. Nice job, Em. Way to grind through those sit-ups. Nice job, guys. Nice job. Get some clean transitions here. Really maximize your effort on the machine. Strong drive of the legs. Slow your return down, guys. Big, big drive. Slow that recovery. Nice work, Em. Here you go, fellas. Keep up that pace. Nice work. Almost there on those push-ups, almost there. Perfect. Let's switch it up, guys. Switch it up. Nice job. Way to go hard on that machine. Keep that chest up. Let's maintain some good posture in the sit-ups and on that machine. Try not to slouch forward. Try not to round that back. Shoulder blades back and down. Stay long through the neck on those sit-ups. There we go, guys. Nice job on those push-ups. Stay nice and tight in that core. Stay on those toes. Beautiful, guys. Beautiful. Nice job on the sit-ups. Keep those hips glued. Beautiful. Let's switch it up, Em. Let's switch it up. Switch it up. 14 minutes in, 6 to go here, guys. 6 to go. There we go. Maybe we can crank it up a little bit, a little couple notches now. We're getting close to that last 5 minutes of the workout. Last couple efforts on the machine. Fifteen minutes in, 5 to go here, guys. 5 to go. Nice job. Way to stay strong on those push-ups. Coming up on the 16-minute mark here, guys. There's 4 short minutes left in this one. Nice job, guys. There you go, Em. Couple more push-ups. We're gonna switch it up here, fellas. There we go. Let's switch it up. Let's switch it up. Probably your last shot on the rower here, Emily. Last shot on the rower. Let's make it count. There we go, fellas. Get into that sweet spot, those push-ups. Here you go, Mel. Last chance on that bike. Let's make her count. Let's take it up a notch. Tap into those reserves. Go after it. Beautiful. About a minute and a half left in this workout, guys. Minute and a half to go. Nice job, Kirk. Way to stay strong on those push-ups. Here we go. We're almost there. Almost there. Switch it up. Let's go ahead and switch it up, Em. Here we go, boys. Just under a minute on the rower. Let's fire it up. You can do anything hard for a minute, or so they say. Let's get all the calories you can. Get all the calories we can here. $25 seconds to go. $15 seconds here, guys. 15 seconds. Five, four, three, two, one. Time. Great job, guys. Nice work. Great work. Fun little workout. Nice to hit a partner workout again. All right, guys, let's get some scores. So what I'm going to do is I'll get Kirk and Dan and Em to all give me their scores. I'll do some little math. So Kirk, what'd you get?
I think 150.
150. Wow. And Gritzy, what'd you get on your rower? Ritzy, what'd you get there?
I don't know how Kurt figured that out so fast. That's a fast math, but I got 9, 14, 17, 20, 5, 8, 11.
Oh, I see you have to can it up. All right, Emily, what'd you get?
160.
Jesus Christ.
160, 160?
Yeah.
Damn, girl. B&M.
279.
279.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
I got 150.
150. Well, that makes some easy math for me. So 310 for the team of is a score of Emily and Kirk and Dan, and 279 for Mel and Brandon. Great job, guys. That was a fun little workout.
That was good.
Lots of sit-ups, lots of push-ups. Yeah.
Put that one in the hopper for another day. That was really good.
Yeah, those are fun workouts. Just kind of, I like the low skill, high effort ones where there's just not a lot of thinking. You can just kind of go after it. All right, guys. We have kettlebell class tonight at 6 p.m. with Coach James, and then we've got the unwind mobility class with Kyle and Jaleesa at 7:30 p.m. And then tomorrow night we've got our Friday night throwdown. We've got 4 of our adaptive athletes taking on the workout, and then Zach Lane and James Toman as well. And then the following week, we're going to have Kyle versus Carolyn Prevost in an open workout, an open redo workout, kind of kick off the open season, have them suffer a lot on screen. It's always good to see high level athletes really hammering it hard when there's a little competition. So it should be pretty fun as well. Yeah, great job today. Thursday.
Hey,
Nice
John.
work.
What was our team number
Yeah.
on the calories? No, I didn't catch the team number on the calories for us.
310.
Nice.
310 total. Emily got 160 and the boys got 150.
Nice.
All right, guys. Great job. I will see you all mañana, Friday, for the Winter Frost competition number 4. Get your dumbbells ready.
Hey,
Great
John, am I waiting for more voiceovers too?
Yeah, I'm going to send them out. Didn't I send you one as well, Kirk?
I didn't see yours. I might have missed it.
Okay, let me
So yours
double
is in
check.
there somewhere? Okay, I'll find it.
Potentially, I thought I did. Maybe I just recorded it and didn't send it, but I'll double check, and then I'll get on Jaleesa and Steph to send me those today. And Carrie sent you hers,
Okay,
right?
that'd be cool, and then I can wrap it up. Okay, thanks, man.
Okay, perfect. Thanks so much, Kirk.
No problem. Bye.
Have a good one.